Hello, I just want to make a little video about Jeremy Clarkson and the remarks he made about the health service, the public service workers strike yesterday. Was it 2nd of December, was it? 2011. Anyway, okay, so first of all, I want to say Clarkson's remark was critical of the strikers. Okay, he said that he said they should be taken out shot. Well, you know, we're all entitled to our opinion. And he also said it was a joke. You know, well, I think it was a joke. It sounded like a joke to me. It sounds like the kind of joke you make when you mean something, but you don't mean it as forcefully as you're saying it. Like you're saying, God, I hate that person. They should be hung. You don't really mean they should be hung. You mean they've annoyed you a lot. So, you know, basically these people have no humour, and that's not a good sign, really, if people just can't even take a joke. You know, that's not a good sign, especially not when you think they're health service workers, and one day they might, some of them are, and you might have to be in their care one day. Doesn't make you feel very good about being around them. Also, he's now withdrawn the remark, having had a lot of complaints, 5,000 or something. That'll be the unionists. You know, 5,000 people or more should write in and say, forget the complaint. Those people just are complaining about, forget the complaints. They're complaining about jokes, about a joke. They, you know, they really, really are just making a fuss for nothing. We should all write in and say that. 10,000 of us should, 50,000 should. We really have to control these people. You know, they're very totalitarian. They've actually wiped that word. They were, if you look through the newspapers and books and everything for the last decade, the decade of New Labour, you'll find that word nowhere. I haven't read it for the last 10 years until just recently. It's it was a word critical of the left. So this leftist dominated country just completely didn't even use it anymore. They didn't even use words critical of them anymore. They use the word fascist a lot because it criticizes the right, but they don't use the same word that criticizes the left, which is totalitarian. And that was totalitarian of them. And proved that they were totalitarian. So anyway, also, I've just been listening to the news, and someone from the unions was on the news. They interviewed a teacher first, around lunchtime, and the interviewer mentioned to her that her pension, not her wage, her pension, is going to be projected now to be £22,500 a year. She said, I can't verify that figure. You bet she can't. Why would anyone be able to verify a figure that they couldn't justify? She said, she went on to say that, but the average pension for a public service worker is £2,500 a year. As if she could care. If she could care, she wouldn't have gotten so much for herself. She'd have had a bit more consideration for other people. You know, the reason that the average is 2,500 is that most of them are getting like twopence a year. That's why when you average out their pension and her pension, you get 2,500. She doesn't care. If she cared, she wouldn't be striking for more for herself. She'd be saying, give it to them. You know, this idea of us all pulling each other up is nonsense, because some people are more equal than others in leftist societies, and she's one of them. And she doesn't care about them, or they wouldn't be on 2,500. She'd have said, give some of mine to them. So she's a total hypocritical liar, which is what these leftists are. They talk about human rights a lot, but they won't even let you speak against them. They won't even let you speak against them. They won't let you make fair criticisms. They won't even let you joke. Okay, and she also said that the remark has now been retracted. That's true as well, as I said before. This evening they spoke to a nurse or someone from the health services. She said that the remark had been retracted, which she was glad about. And she then went on to issue an invitation to Clarkson to spend a day with some health service workers in a hospital. I wouldn't spend a second with them. They don't sound like nice people to me. They sound like they're horrible. Very, very oppressive and totalitarian and anti-free speech and full of hatred. They use soft voices when they feel like it. And they use oppression and terrorism and make you retract even jokes when they feel like it. You know, so don't worry. Forget the velvet glove. These are iron fist people. And they're not nice to people lower down the ranks. They don't care. Or they wouldn't make other people have tuppenny pensions, which is how they got their £2,500 average, along with their £22,500 pensions, you know, through their iron fist, not their velvet glove. And she said that, this woman also said that the union was speaking to its lawyers. Make a joke about the left, disapprove of the left, and they speak to their lawyers about you. Not nice people. Okay, so I've also just been hearing their lawyer, some Rosenthal man, speaking about them. Yeah, he went on for about 5 minutes. They gave him 5 minutes to go on about it, and he finished by saying that if you offend anyone with any remark you make, you're a bad person. Whether or not you're a criminal is another matter, but you're a bad person. You know, I'm sick of being told by the left what good and bad is, you know. We shouldn't let our morality be dictated by the left. You know, what's good and bad is different in different people's eyes, and they're teaching us their ways through fear and indoctrination. They indoctrinate kids in leftist schools. All the schools are leftist now. And they indoctrinate adults by fear and terror. You know, they're not nice people. I don't want to hear lectures from their lawyers, from leftist lawyers. They might call themselves leftists, but they're very, very rich. They make a lot of money out of that from our taxes, terrorizing us. We pay them a lot of money to terrorize us. Isn't that stupid? Anyway, so I was just going to say the left are oppressive, totalitarian, fascist, dictatorial, humorless, hypocritical and greedy. And in conclusion, the left are horrible. We need to at least be able to say so. So resist their oppression and support free speech, which in this case means supporting Jeremy Clarkson. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.